Hello everybody, this is David here for Stardate 60.03, and as always this is Wednesday's edition of Vlogs of Seven. Bert's question for me was, what inspires me to write, or something along that lines, and if I don't write, what inspires me in general? I think that I will answer both, because I do write, but at the same time, the second question intrigues me as well, so I'll do both. Okay, so things that inspire me as a writer is pretty much anything in general in life. Like, I put aside a few things here I'll show you guys that have inspired me in the past. Like, for instance, if I can grab it, this is Aragon. The thing that inspired me with Aragon was that just the massive world with all sorts of different new types of people, places, things to do. I often imagine myself in a world like that because I think it would be very interesting to just be in a place like that where life is so much different than it is here on Earth and in our time period. Another thing that inspires me is about the same reason, is the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and it's a shameless plug, but Skyrim comes out on Friday. Oblivion, it's an interesting game because it's similar to what my answer is for Aragon, but it puts you in the position like you can do whatever you want. Here's the main thing, but if you don't want to do it, you can go do this or that or whatever you want. And I really enjoyed that, and I really hope that Skyrim builds on that, because it really gets you thinking once you have control of the plot and the story and everything like that. Another thing that inspired me is music. I pulled aside 3 CDs that have been inspiring me or have in the past. One that's inspiring me right now is the Black Mages. This is just one of their 3 albums, and I really enjoy the Black Mages. They make well, they used to make music based on the Final Fantasy battle music for the most part. They don't anymore because basically they formed a new band, and they just aren't doing that anymore. Though they do still play video game music. They just didn't like having Square Enix telling them that they can only do Final Fantasy stuff. Another few albums that really inspired me was Porcupine Tree. This is their newest album, The Incident. I really enjoyed this album. It got mixed reviews, but it's so mellow, it's so atmospheric, it's just amazing. I love this album, and it has inspired me in the past. Maybe not so much with writing, but just for thinking in general. That kind of stuff does get you thinking. The last album I'm going to show is Dream Theater's album Octavarium. About half of these songs have some sort of emotional tug with me, just because of different things that have gone on in my life, and otherwise that I won't get into. But this album has inspired me more than most other things, especially music, and I'm very thankful for its existence, and it will continue to inspire me in the future. And if you haven't checked it out, you should definitely check it out. It's got a little bit of everything. That's all the stuff I pulled out, but I'll talk more in general now. Things that inspire me, especially in general. Like right now, in the Midwest, we're getting a pretty big snow and rainstorm right now. It just started this morning. It's going to go on until tomorrow, and basically it's going to make walking around suck, which I have to do a lot. But besides that, when I don't have to walk, I absolutely love winter, because when you look at the snow just on the ground and on the trees and everything, it's just perfect. It can inspire you very much so, and it has for me for many years now. What else? Oh, Facebook inspires me too, I guess. Most people consider it a hindrance. I do too for the most part, but it does inspire me because when you're on Facebook and you're friends with a fair amount of people, you end up watching a lot of quote-unquote drama and various affairs that, in all honesty, you shouldn't have any part of, and that shouldn't be public, but you see anyways. And just seeing people live their lives out really inspires you to either do other things differently so that you don't experience the same problems yourself in the future, or if someone says like something like, oh, this is really fun, I had the time of my life, well, that might inspire you to go out and try it, just because they thought they had a great time, so you just might too. Might inspire you to do something you normally wouldn't. What else? There's something else I wanted to mention. Inspires. I'm sorry, I would cut this out, this blank pause here, but I really don't feel like editing today. Especially with, until the spring when I get a new computer. My editing software on here sucks. So, when I build a new computer in the spring, I'm gonna try to make sure I get Sony Vegas, so I'll be good to go then. But for now, I have to make do and shoot it all in one shot. Shouldn't be a problem, it's just I just hope you don't mind me rambling like I am now, trying to buy time while I think of more things that inspire me. Yeah. The internet in general, I guess, does inspire me. After seeing Facebook, it seems like I'm just trying to find an easy way out of the question, but the internet can inspire you. There are a lot of fantastic stories on the internet. Various news outlets tend to showcase the negatives. Like if you watch CNN, they'll have the big disasters or whatever was going on them. That'll be what they're talking about. On the bottom of the screen, you'll see scrolling. They'll have a lot of the good news. And on the internet, if you're looking for it, then there's a lot of fantastic stuff out there that can really inspire you. And without the internet, I wouldn't be the person I am today, because of how freely available information and everything is on there. It's just a fantastic resource that, while it is bad at the same time for some of the other things it has been a part of, but information-wise, it is a gold mine. I'm serious. 50 years ago, people would kill for something like this. If you couldn't find the information in a library, odds are you weren't going to find that information unless you went out. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Unless you went out and you found the information yourself, or found an expert in the field and asked them personally. I'm sorry about that again. I don't think I'm getting sick, but you never know. That sounded a little bad. So, yeah, I think that should about wrap it up. Other things that have been inspiring me, I guess, are personally right now, I'm a part of a production for drama over here, and we're doing The Wiz, which was, it's a version of The Wizard of Oz, and we were just doing auditions for it the other day, and I'm holding out for The Wiz, of course, but that's inspiring me because there's a lot of, I love drama because, well, whatever part you have in it, it's like a big family, and, well, a lot of people, sometimes you argue with people in it, it's still a fantastic experience to be a part of, and I really love being a part of drama, and it inspires me a lot to really go beyond my limits from what I have in the past there. With every production I've been a part of, I've been trying harder and harder to be the best that I can, and I'm really hoping that this year culminates all that for me. So yeah, I suppose I need a question for Kyo-chan. Well, here's a staying on topic of being inspired. What's inspired you lately? Yeah, that'll be the question. It can be related in any way to anime, manga, whatever, or it can be something in real life. Just whatever inspires you in general. Well, just like Britt's second question for me was. So, yeah, I will see you guys next week, and hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Bye!